Hey, what's up, guys? So today I'm just gonna make a short video, specifically talking about the Galvanis. This is for one of my viewers, Just Impressing. He asked about the Galvanis, so I figured I'd just run through some things for you. Um, I have these laid out here specifically in this way to show you the difference in length here. I have the pivots lined up the best I could from longest to shortest to show you a comparison with a few different valleys here. Got a good range of stuff. So Seraph obviously is the longest. Kraken a little bit shorter, but the next in line. And then you have the Galvanis, which is actually even just a tad shorter than the Kraken. And then you have the Swordfish, and the Swordfish is even just a little bit shorter than the Galvanis. Um, yes, I just wanted to get a good look at that. Look at the length. As far as some pros and cons to the Galvanis specifically, um, I mean, they're very well made for his process. They're very well done. Uh, it's S35 VN blade steel, so you get that, which is that's a great thing for the amount you're paying, considering they're about as much as a Kraken. I bought this one like kind of right as he started getting into the swing of it, so it was excuse me, it was 10. I mean, it was basically 300 at 299. He's got three different blades. This one is the kukri, obviously. He's got a tanto. Dang, come on, camera. He's got a tanto and a Japanese tanto as well. I've not flipped them. I actually did message him briefly though one time asking about the blade weights. And believe it or not, the kukri blade here is actually his heaviest blade. You wouldn't think that, but as far as how it flips, I think it flips really good. It does have it's pretty neutral, although erring, leaning on a little bit of blade bias. But as my specific journey keeps going, I find that I actually like a neutral, slightly tip heavy knife. That's just what I like to flip. Um, I could imagine though that the Tonto or the Japanese Tonto probably does flip a little bit better as far as consistency goes. But other than that, I mean, they're really cool. I like the way they feel. They feel great, grip good, real nice and light. I can't remember the exact weight on this dude, but I think it's like 3.8 or 3.9 or something like that. So they're on the lighter side. Um, One of the pros of this dude though is since I've had it, I have not changed the washers. I've not taken it apart at all, and it still has like rock solid tolerances. Uh, no tap, obviously. Um, I don't really beat these knives. Uh, Although I did drop it on concrete once. It didn't even really mark the handle where I dropped it. Um, so they're solid, built like a tank. Um, as far as more pros and cons, so pros, built like a tank, feels good, flips great. Cons, a little expensive, but you're supporting a small maker who does a lot of his processes by hand, and that's why you get some of these unique things. that you wouldn't find on something like the Seraph or the Kraken, because they're just so meticulously made, which is not a bad thing. It's just, just one of those things. So you have some character to it, since some of these things are done by hand. Like here at the bottom, you can see that the cutout pattern from the left handle to the right handle does not match at the bottom. It's a little bit off at the top too. You get some cool stuff here, like on the blade. If it'll focus, you can see some of the hand ground attributes to doing that by hand. If I can get it to focus, like right there on the spine, you have these marks. That's created, like I said, by doing some of these processes by hand. His anodes are really good though. Solid, nice anode. Not splotchy or anything throughout. There's really not too many cons to it, other than maybe the price. It'd be nicer if the price was a little bit cheaper. Got one little ding on it there. They are 70-75, so it's strong aluminum. But yeah, if you like the way they look, and I would definitely recommend one. I would say though, definitely get the Tanto blade or the Japanese Tanto. I specifically got the kukri because, I just like it, and it's my only kukri blade. Like I said, it still flips good. I like the way it flips. It can be a little wonky sometimes, but it doesn't feel bad by any means. But I would just recommend, getting the Tanto, because it probably will be more consistent and feel better, just in general. But other than that, yeah, I can't really think of too many cons. I think that the handmade nature to it gives it a lot of character, and you can rest assured that you're getting a good quality product. He uses these huge Zen pens too, which is good. That can't do anything but serve to make the structure, the integrity of it better. But these are the biggest Zen pens I've ever seen. Sounds good. Super bouncy still, obviously. Listen to that. Just nutty. Like, yeah, they're pretty awesome. Yeah, the blade itself isn't like too like different compared to another blade. So yeah, it's obviously a little bit longer than the Hydro here, but the Hydro's got a short blade. Let's look at it next to the Kraken. Yep, even next to the Kraken, side by side, it's literally like the same length. The kukri might be a few millimeters longer. Let's see what it looks like against the Seraph. Yeah, Seraph's got the long blade. It's just a big dude as it is. But yeah, even compared to the others in general. But yeah, I hope this answered some of your questions, at least. If you have anything else specifically you'd like to ask, just feel free to comment, ask me, hit me up. But yeah, hope you enjoyed it. Thanks, y'all.